Ghost soldiers caught on camera, whispers of long-dead children, and an entire battlefield still haunted by the past. Tonight, we uncover Gettysburg's darkest secrets. Gettysburg, the site of one of the bloodiest battles in American history, but the dead didn't just vanish. They linger. Their screams still echo across the fields. Shadowy figures roam the roads at night. And some visitors claim they've spoken to soldiers who died over 150 years ago. They call it the Devil's Den, a twisted maze of stone where soldiers were slaughtered, their bodies left to rot in the July sun. But even now, something lingers here. Tourists report camera malfunctions, batteries drain in seconds, and then there's him, a barefoot soldier, ragged clothes, a blank, empty stare. He appears to lost visitors, sometimes even speaks to them, and always, he says the same thing. Skeptics argue this is a classic stone tape theory case, the idea that strong emotions imprint onto locations. They claim the ghost is just a trick of the mind. But here's the problem. If this is just imagination, why do so many unrelated people describe the same barefoot soldier? And why do cameras fail only in this area, while working fine everywhere else? Is this all coincidence? Or something more? Sacks-covered bridge, a historic landmark, now known as one of the most haunted places in Gettysburg. During the war, 3 Confederate soldiers were accused of desertion and hanged from the wooden beams. Their bodies swayed in the wind, and some say they never left. Those who walk the bridge at night hear footsteps behind them, whispers floating through the air. Some even feel invisible hands grabbing at their clothes, only to turn around and see nothing. Psychologists suggest that the power of suggestion plays a major role. If you expect a haunted experience, your brain might create one for you. But here's the problem. Why do even non-believers report the same eerie experiences? Why do ghost hunting teams capture disembodied voices in recordings? And what about the shadow figures caught on film, standing exactly where the men were hanged? War leaves scars not just on the battlefield, but in the minds of those left behind. After the battle, a Gettysburg orphanage was meant to shelter children who had lost everything. But what should have been a place of safety became a nightmare. The head mistress, Rosa Carmichael, was cruel. She locked children in the basement, left them chained in the dark, some say forever. Today, visitors still hear them, crying, soft, distant sobs that come from nowhere. And if you step inside that basement, you might feel a small, unseen hand reaching for you. Some say the orphanage's dark history has been exaggerated, turning into legend over time. But here's the problem. Why do ghost hunters record clear EVPs of children's voices when no children are present? Why do people feel sudden temperature drops only in the basement? And why do even skeptics leave, feeling watched? Gettysburg is not just a battlefield. It is a graveyard, a place where the past refuses to be forgotten. The soldiers may have fallen, but their war never ended. Their voices still echo, their shadows still move. And if you stand in the right place at the right time, you may just find yourself face to face with the dead. Some believe these hauntings are nothing more than imagination, history playing tricks on the mind. But here's the problem. Why do unrelated people, decades apart, report identical experiences? Why do devices fail only in certain locations? And why, after all these years, does Gettysburg still feel like a battlefield? What do you believe? Is Gettysburg truly haunted or just a legend? Let us know in the comments if you believe or if you think it's all just stories. And if you love mysteries, haunted history, and the unexplained, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we have more chilling stories coming soon. Until next time, stay curious.